Not all thieves come in the night. Some wear familiar faces, and they drain us not with fangs or weapons, but with needs. They steal our peace, our time, and our joy. These are what are commonly referred to as energy vampires. People in our lives that take our energy, that take our sustenance without giving back. On today's episode of Must I Evolve, we're going to talk about energy vampires, what they are, and what you can do to protect your energy and keep your sacredness safe.
Welcome to Must I Evolve, a lecture series on spiritual growth and philosophy, presented in conjunction with No Expectations, the podcast.
Welcome to another episode of Must I Evolve, a space where ancient wisdom meets modern science, where inner work meets real-world results. I'm Andrew H. Housley, author, board-certified wellness consultant, certified holistic nutritionist, and yoga instructor with 25 years on the mat, and even more in mindful observation. This podcast is a mirror, a question, and sometimes a nudge. Energy vampires are everywhere. They're in your relationships, in family, friends, co-workers. And those of us that are on a spiritual path think that I need to open my heart and be compassionate to everyone. And sometimes in that process of being compassionate, we deplete ourselves. These energy vampires, they see light in us as enlightened creatures, and they're attracted to that, to maybe help them work through their problems. And sometimes the more we push away, they still want to come towards us. And here's the heart of the matter lies is that sometimes we just let them do that. We let them feast on us because we think that's the right thing to do. It's not because we're weak, but because we're kind. And we oftentimes confuse compassion with sacrifice. Trungpa Rinpoche warned us of a thing that a phrase he coined called idiot compassion. And he defined idiot compassion as that opportunity we avoid conflict to protect our good image by giving people what they want. And this is not genuine kindness. It's fear in the clothing of empathy. We give and give not from a place of overflow, but from a place of depletion. We let our boundaries dissolve in the name of being spiritual, generous, or nice. True compassion is fierce. It includes ourselves. It says, I see your suffering, but I will not let it drown to both of us. When we protect our energy, we honor the sacrifice and the sacredness in all beings, starting with the one inside of us. This is where the practice begins. So again, energy vampires are those who feed off our light, not with claws or words or hatred, but with constant taking. It's a friend who always complains but never listens, the coworker who thrives on chaos, the family member who turns every interaction into a crisis. They leave you feeling empty and often guilty for feeling that way. Once I had a friend who called me every evening. She didn't want advice or connection, just a vessel to pour her emotional residue into. By the end of the call, each and every night, I wasn't just tired, I was undone, drained, and completely void of any feeling inside of myself. And I needed to learn to recognize that impact. Being around energy vampire doesn't just bring you down, it distorts your nervous system. You feel anxious, tired, drained, and slowly your creativity withers, your productivity fades, your relationships suffer, not just with others, but with yourself. And the Zen master Suzuki taught us to give your sheep or cow a large, spacious meadow is the way to control them. And here what he's saying is by giving them boundaries, nice and wide, then that's a place where they can go and you can protect yourself. So we must give our minds and energy that same spaciousness, because when we're constantly being drained, we forget how full we once were. We need to start working on setting boundaries with these people. Boundaries aren't walls, they're thresholds of self respect. A boundary is a clear line between what feels nourishing to you and your spirit and what feels depleting. It defines what you will and will not accept in your life, relationships, and environment. For example, a healthy boundary sounds like, I'm available to talk, but only for 20 minutes. Then I need time for myself. An unhealthy boundary sounds like this: sure, I'll drop everything and help you, even though I'm completely overwhelmed. So if you find yourself doing the latter, maybe we can start to reframe that. Maybe you can say, I can't hold space for you right now. Or, I want to support you, but I need to protect my energy too. Think about using I statements. Be kind, but direct. You're not responsible for anyone's reaction to your boundary, only for holding it. At work, redirect with compassion. Let's focus on what we can control. At home, use pause moments, silence, solo time, breath. It's not about shutting out people. It's about letting your soul breathe in peace. We also need to keep in mind that our energy isn't infinite. It's sacred. Yet we often spend it like loose change on obligations, drama, and on people who give us nothing back in return. To reclaim your energy, you have to start by returning to yourself. Self-care is not indulgent, it's integrity. It's saying, I matter. My peace matters. My joy matters. And some places we can start is just with basic stillness. Maybe 5 minutes with your eyes closed, thinking about each breath one at a time, and let your awareness kind of settle like snow on an open field. And then maybe we move deeper into mindfulness, thinking about washing the dishes with presence, walking slowly to feel the earth beneath you. Maybe when you're sipping your tea, you act like it's the first time you've ever had tea. Go out into nature. Nature will teach you how to breathe again. Go outside, watch the wind in the trees, feel the sun on your face. Let the silence recalibrate your nervous system. And really, most importantly of all of these is don't forget to play. Paint, dance, garden, build, create, work out. Do whatever feels right for you. Engage in anything that returns you to joy without agenda. So if you play guitar just for the sake of playing, not to write a song. Just enjoy it. Surround yourself with good people, with people who don't compete with your light, but reflect it, who ask, how are you doing, and really mean it. Those who water your spirit, not just drink from it. Because energy is contagious. Protect yours and share it only when it can multiply. So as we wrap up this episode of Energy Vampires, think that you're not a battery for others to drain. You're a flame meant to warm, to guide, and illuminate. Today, take some time to reflect. Who nourishes you? Who drains you? Where is your energy most sacredly spent? Reclaiming your energy isn't a one-time cleanse. It's a ritual, a rhythm, a remembering. Commit to the journey, to the boundaries, to the breath, to the quiet revolution of protecting your light. Because when your energy is yours again, your life becomes yours again. And that friend, the one who called every evening, I learned to pause, to ask if I had the space to receive. And some days, the most loving thing I could say was, not now, not tonight. That, too, was compassion, not just for her, but for me. Thanks for listening to Must I Evolve? Remember, you don't have to be perfect, you just have to be patient. That's the real practice. As for your next evolution, it doesn't live in who you should become, it lives in what already grows within you. Until next time, keep evolving, quietly, consistently, and always with no expectations.